Hello fellow Tenno, if you have clicked on this video it means you're looking at how to farm Atlas. Well, look no further as I'm about to explain the best current method to farm and obtain the components required for you to assemble this frame. As Atlas can only be farmed from the Jordas Golem on Eris, you will need it to load into this node. However, it will be locked until you have completed Jordas Precept quest. The neuroptics, the chassis and the systems all drop from the node, whereas the blueprint can be required upon completion of the Jordas Precept quest or for 50,000 standing with Cephalon Similaris. The neuroptics and chassis will have a 38.72% drop chance, whilst the systems will have a 22.56% drop chance. In order to kill the Jordas Golem, you will need to load into the assassination node on Eris and progress to the waypoint, killing the Juggernaut beforehand. Once the Juggernaut has been killed, this will trigger a cutscene and the Jordas Golem Archwing assassination mission will begin. Once the Archwing section of this node has started, in order to deal damage to the Golem, you will need to get behind it and shoot the engines attached to its back. The Golem has 4 main attacks that the Tenno will need to be wary of. These are Beam Cannon, Ball Lightning, Fire Wave and Maggot Missile. Beam Cannon is projected from the foremost tentacles. This beam attack has a limited cone of fire, a modest cooldown and low to average damage. Ball Lightning is manifested from the 2 larger tendrils projecting from the upper edge of the front face. These large blue purple attack seeking projectiles cannot be destroyed except by Adanta's spray. Seek after and constantly zap nearby Tenno with electric damage and procs. These projectiles can pass through solid objects. Fire Wave is emitted most often when the Golem's enemies are in close proximity, but otherwise out of its view. This large expanding sphere of fire stuns and ignites any non-infested caught in its wake, dealing significant damage over time. Finally, we have Maggot Missiles. This is the Golem's least used attack, but this barrage of shrieking missiles is made up of infested tissue that can cause serious harm and ignores cover. Throughout the fight also be continuously spawning attack Mutalisks, Mutalist Lightning Carriers and Mutalist Toxic Carriers. Next, let's go over the build requirements for each part of Atlas. The neuroptics will require 1400 polymer, 1100 alloy plate, 800 circuits and 5 neurodes, along with 15,000 credits. The chassis will require 1800 nanospores, 1300 cryotic, 700 rubido, 2 argon crystals and 15,000 credits. The chassis will require 4600 ferrite, 1700 polymer, 5 morphics, 1 Orokin cell and 15,000 credits. Finally, once you have assembled all 3 pieces, you can build the Atlas frame with 25,000 credits and 3 Orokin cells. Before we end, we'll go over Atlas's abilities. Atlas's passive allows him to wield explosive power with incredible stamina. Atlas strengthens his insoluble durability throughout the battle. Atlas possesses various passive mechanics, which I will go through now. Immovable, which makes Atlas immune to any knockdown effect whilst he is on the ground. Rubble, which is a unique pickup item for Atlas, which is dropped from petrified enemies and his rumblers upon their death. Rubble restores health to Atlas when picked up, or if he is already at full health, it will grant him additional armour that decays over time. Atlas's first ability is Landslide. When activated, it will bash enemies with an exploding sliding punch, and repeated, it will do devastating combos. Petrified enemies will take extra damage and drop Rubble when destroyed. Rubble can heal Atlas and bolster his armour. Atlas's second ability is Tectonics. This allows Atlas to summon a rock wall. Activating it again will send the rocks crashing towards the enemies. The third ability, this is Atlas's subsumable helmet ability, is Petrify. It can fossilise foes, heal rumblers and create petrified bulwarks. When shattered, petrified enemies drop healing rubber for Atlas. Atlas's fourth and final ability is his Rumblers. When used, it will summon 2 elemental stone brawlers to the melee, summoning petrified enemies in close proximity to Atlas when finished. Rumblers collapse into pile of healing rubble. That covers just about everything there is to know on how to farm and obtain Atlas. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this guide, there are more like it on my channel, so please leave a like and subscribe.